not believing in the Holocaust.
Exactly. No, it's weird. I mean, it's weird that okay, A, there is science. B, you're a parent. You know this. Vaccines are not dangerous. Not vaccinating your kid is dangerous.
Well, I would have to. I can't even believe I'm saying this, but I would have to agree with Bill Maher ever so slightly that the debate is not completely over on some of the things that they add to certain vaccines.
Yeah, but you can't. I don't know where you're going with this, and I hope you're not going to go into the autism link, because that is the most bogus vaccination story ever known to man.
And he's a scientist.
I am a scientist.
Yes.
But you know, that's what's been causing this whole problem is one flawed, extremely flawed study with doctor data that caused the link between an autism and a vaccine, and they show that there's no, and then they talk about the ingredients of the vaccines like the thimerosal or whatever. It doesn't exist. You're nodding. You agree with me.
Well, I was just wondering if you had the autism shot, because
you've noticed he doesn't like to be touched.
Yes.
So I'm just wondering if you're a product of bad inoculation or whatever.
There are side effects. There are side effects to every kind of medical procedure.
Well, and the first swine flu vaccine back in the 70s obviously didn't go very well, and this one is, you know, considered experimental because they have to rush it out because they're trying to get it out there.
But what do you get
it's
these?
just the kind of thing that you have to like.
This idea of something being rushed out. Okay, we have a history of making vaccines. We get better at making vaccines every year, and that's why we can get them out faster. It's not like the doctor's going, let's throw this out here and test it on people and watch them die.
Right.
I mean, that's the product of a paranoid mind. Bill, say something. I think you're in outer space.
I am not anti-vaccine, but I think it's good that some Americans are exercising caution, so there's more for the rest of us. We don't want everyone going for the vaccine right away, Greg. You want the Bill Mahers of the world to allow more for us.
That's a good point.
Well, thank you.
Well, I mean,
also, we didn't show the best clip of all, which is after it was all really awkward, and everyone's sort of looking at him, and they're trying to interject, and the audiences are like, he goes, well, at least I didn't F an intern.
Yeah,
That was his defense. Thank you, David Letterman, for giving us a get-out-of-jail-free card every time we say something stupid on late-night TV.
I guess here's my issue. You know, Jesse, I don't like celebrities who celebrities.
I agree with you.
I
don't like them either.
I don't.
No,
but the fact that they don't take the time and effort to actually read medical journals. I actually read the medical journals because I have a somewhat health background in magazines. I read this crap before I go up there and talk about it. Jenny McCarthy goes around telling people that vaccines are terrible. People don't get vaccines, they die of measles. There is a direct consequence to spreading this fear and paranoia, and people have to make that connection. My conclusion to this is, Jesse, I'm glad you agree with me.
Me too, buddy. In spite of the fact that I am one of two people on this show wearing a hoodie and jacket combination that you so cleverly dissed moments ago.
I know. I apologize
What
for
if
that.
it gets cold? Greg's the one that's screwed.
You never know. All right. The following story is so heartwarming, you may want to consult your doctor due to an abnormally warm heart. Aww. What's Roman Polanski up to now? I've been told it's 15-year-olds. Surprise, surprise, surprise. Acclaimed director / child rapist Roman Polanski is feeling Sikansky and was transferred from prison to a Zurich hospital for undisclosed medical reasons on Friday. You know who's not surprised?
Who?
Guess, Bill.
Rhymes with P?
No, me.
No,
I
that
guess
rhymes
that's
with
right.
P.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can we take a look at the October 12th taping of Red Eye, please? Here's my theory. Here's my theory. How long? It'll be a matter of weeks before it is announced that Roman Polanski has cancer. It'll be something. It'll be like a way. It'll be like the guy's dying. Dude, let him live out his life, and then they'll send him to Libya. God, even I am humbled by my own awesomeness. Though I looked a little skinnier back then. Apparently, this was the second time the naughty auteur was admitted to a medical ward. The first was on October 5th for some x-rays, although he checked in under a pseudonym for that visit. Oddly, I believe the name he chose was Roofy's Let's Rape Kids. A really weird name. Terrible, terrible, terrible. Patty M, my theory, he's never getting back in prison. This is his escape.
Well, I mean, you know, they were pointing out that it's not actually an escape. I mean, he is still detained, whether it be in a hospital or in prison. I mean, as long as they keep him not free, because I mean, this was not statutory rape. There are people who are saying this is not rape. I'm not exactly sure what they mean by that. It was not consensual sex. She says that she told him no, keep away, and that she was afraid of him. He was 43, she was 13.
Yeah.
Even under statutory, I mean, some cases of statutory rape are not really fair.
Well, I think the
you know,
reason
but-
that people are saying it's not rape is because he only did it once.
Oh, there you go.
Yes.
Yeah. People
No
argue.
mathematician,
People
but-
argued it was a vaccination.
Yes.
Tamara, you're a lawyer here. What is happening? Is it possible that he may never end up back in a real prison because they will say, like they did with the guy in Libya, the terrorist? They said he was dying, and that guy, by the way, is still alive.
Right. No.
He's in Club Med right
no,
now.
No, he's not dying. He's depressed. He's depressed because he's scared that he's going to go to the Illinois Department of, I'm thinking Illinois, California Department of Corrections, and he's going to be Romana or, you know, some female name, and he's going to be some guy's little, you know what, little toy. That's why he's depressed. He's scared of what's going to happen to him.
He's French. He's probably looking forward to that part.
Jesse, don't offend the French. Oh, go ahead, offend the French.
Thank you.
Jesse, I got to ask you, do you think this is anything but a lie? Could he actually be ill? He is 76 years old. I think it's a bunch of BS. I think this is his way out.
Well, I can't confirm this, but I have heard that he feels misled because he was under the impression, so he was told that in Swiss jail you get hot chocolate in the shower. It turns out it's the same kind of hot chocolate you get in prison showers here in America.
Oh, no.
The kind that puts you in the
That is
hospital.
disappointing.
We should do a show from a prison shower.
Bill, I got to ask you, Sarkozy, the president of France, you know him.
I don't, but indulge me.
He appealed to the Bahamas. He appealed to the Bahamas. Obama, on behalf of Roman Polanski. Would this be the worst possible thing Obama could do? Is listen to Sarkozy?
What planet are you living on? What a part of Nobel Prize are you not understanding, sir? This man has this prize as a license to get amnesty, or amnesty, as Polanski calls it, for the rape of a child. And you know why? Because he's an artist. So therefore, Obama can use that Nobel.
Creative geniuses are allowed to do whatever
Thank
they
you.
want. Despicable. All right, this upcoming block just shaved its beard, and it looks 10 years younger.
Really?
Yes. What will 69 Eyes lead singer have to say about this and that? Well, that this rules and that sucks. Also, cupcakes are cool. If the Beatles drank the blood of virgins, if the Rolling Stones ate priests for breakfast, if the Monkees grew up in Helsinki and made guitar strings out of human ligaments, they still wouldn't be as good as the 69 Eyes. The Finnish rock band has been around for 20 years. That's 500 in American years.
Wow.
Their latest CD was released in the States last month. It's called Back in Blood, and it's bloody and backy. We're beaming like Beelzebub to have with us their great lead singer, Jyrki, 69. Hope I did it. He knows the undead like I know the sunbed. Good to have you here.
Yeah, no
You
problem.
look great. Love the
Thanks a
hair.
lot. Thanks a
So I
lot.
got to ask you, if you weren't even in a band, you're kind of an interesting guy. You have a degree in analytical chemistry, correct?
Yeah.
So what? Can I ask you like scientific questions?
All right. Go
Okay.
ahead.
How does water become ice when it's really cold?
Well, the molecules they stop moving.
Yes.
And it crystallizes. And there you go. It might be turn into snow if it comes down from the sky, or it turns into ice.
Now, I've got a bunch of meth. How would I crystallize that?
I'm not the right person.
We'll talk after the show. All right.
Actually, you know what? He is the right person. He could actually show you.
I've got a bathtub in the green room. We'll talk later.
Okay.
Yeah.
But this is funny. You're also you're a UNICEF Goodwill Ambassador. What is
Yeah.
that exactly?
Well, I'm like a spokesperson for UNICEF, and like you know, UNICEF is like a United Nations International Children's Emergency Fund.
Yes.
And to be a Goodwill Ambassador means like I've done a few field trips to Kenya to see what the situation is. My specialty has been the HIV situation there. So like. I'm not doing that much. I've been shown what UNICEF is doing in these countries, and then I end up talk shows like this, and people ask me about it, what it is. I talk
You're just
about
doing
it.
this to get chicks.
Yeah.
That's what you're doing. You're doing it to get chicks. You are so selfish. You know, being in a rock band gets you women, but he says, I can get more women if I'm a goodwill ambassador, sir.
Yeah, or their mothers accept me more.
Exactly.